From the mud to the rise, yeah, we built it on the grind. Trench talk, real talk, leave the fake ones behind. We don't fold, we don't break, every move we define. It's the code from the trenches where the real ones align.
This one of them days where the internet turned into a comedy special, and DJ Akademiks playing the role of the punchline. Bro really thought he was untouchable, strutting around like the internet was his personal playground, and now he banned from Twitch, fumbled his steak bag, and got Joe Budden treating him like a cautionary tale. Love to see it. Now, let's talk about the setup, cause at first, it looked like Joe was finna keep quiet, right? Had everybody in the comments like, yo, is Joe gonna say something? And for a minute, it seemed like he was sticking to that silent brotherhood pact with Akademiks. You know, the whole I won't speak on your mess, you don't speak on mine deal. But oh, how the tables turned. See, when that Twitch ban news hit, it was way too big to ignore. Now Joe had to address it, and boy, he ain't hold back. He basically looked at Akademiks like, damn, you really fumbled the whole bag, huh? And let's be real, Akademiks fumbled harder than a rookie running back with butterfingers. Joe ain't even have to diss him directly, he just laid out the facts, and the facts was dragging Akademiks through the mud. Joe hit him with the classic how not to handle a situation speech, basically saying, this goofy had the nerve to act like he was untouchable, dared the corporations to cancel him, and look where he at now. Then he hit that fresh and fit comparison, another duo that thought they was bigger than the platform. Spoiler alert, they wasn't. Just like Akademiks wasn't. And let's talk about the way Joe handled it, smooth, calculated, almost poetic. He ain't yell, he ain't spaz, he ain't do none of that corny internet ranting. Nah, he just let the LS speak for themselves, and in doing so, made Akademiks look like the biggest bozo of 2025. Akademiks out here losing deals, losing platforms, and most importantly, losing credibility. Meanwhile, Joe's sitting back like a proud OG, watching another loudmouth learn the hard way. Moral of the story? Joe Budden moved like a boss, Akademiks moved like a liability. And liabilities get dropped. He basically said, AK, your fanbase got you feeling invincible, but now look at you, banned, unfollowed, and fumbling bags like you allergic to money. And the best part? Joe did it in that calm, all-knowing voice, like a sensei watching a student fail a test he warned him about. See, Joe been in the game long enough to know how this works. Companies don't move on feelings, they move on noise. And when your fanbase too loud on the wrong kind of topic, those companies take notice. That's what Joe was trying to say. Akademiks thought he was bigger than the system, talking like he was uncancelable, but now he out here with nowhere to stream, begging for platforms like a SoundCloud rapper in 2012. And let's be real, this whole learning in real time excuse that folks trying to run with? Yeah, nah. Joe ain't letting that slide either. He basically said, look, we all grew up in different environments, but when you know better, you do better. Ain't no excuses. That's the difference between Joe and Akademiks. Joe know how to adapt, how to move like a boss, while Akademiks still out here acting like a reckless internet gremlin, wondering why the corporations treating him like a liability. So what we learned today? Joe Budden a mastermind, and Akademiks the internet's latest casualty. And you hate to see it, nah, actually, you love to see it. DJ Akademiks really out here speedrunning his downfall like it's a Twitch challenge. Bro went from talking reckless on the mic to sitting in the digital unemployment line wondering why the world ain't riding for him. And Joe Budden? Man, Joe just sitting back like a retired mob boss, watching another young loudmouth learn the hard way. He mastered the art of moving right. He know when to speak, when to shut up, and most importantly, when to sit with his mistakes in silence. That's why when this whole mess popped off, he laid it out simple, AK was 100% wrong. Period. And instead of playing the I was just learning card in 4K, he should've shut the hell up and took some notes. But nah, Akademiks don't know how to shut up. Bro gotta cut the camera on every time he think a thought, like the internet is personal diary. Joe hit him with that OG wisdom like, bruh, if you wrong, be wrong in private. Don't be wrong and strong on live stream. You ain't gotta turn every L into content. And that's the coldest part, Akademiks out here trying to turn his ignorance into a brand, but now he's just a brand liability. And let's not ignore the bigger message. The internet ain't the place to unlearn toxic behavior in real time. This ain't a redemption arc, it's a car crash, and Akademiks out here trying to explain how he didn't see the stop sign. Meanwhile, Joe just watching like, see? This what happens when you don't listen to the OGs. Props to Joe Budden for doing what the rest of these clowns are too scared to do, keeping it real on the whole Akademiks fiasco. While the rest of the media puppets are tiptoeing around the issue like they're walking on eggshells, Joe's out here like, nah, we're not changing the subject. Ak was dead wrong, and I'm gonna say it with my chest. He didn't need no hypotheticals or playing devil's advocate to make himself feel better. He just called it what it was, a clown show, and let it be known. Now, let's talk about these fake media personalities out here, who can't keep it 100 when it matters. They'd rather switch the topic faster than a kid with a stolen candy bar. Joe didn't fold under the pressure. While everyone else is playing the I don't want to mess up my relationship with Act game, Joe was like, integrity first, relationship second. Act was out of pocket, and I'ma say it. And you know, if this was someone like Drake caught in the same mess, the entire media world would have been tripping 24/7 like it's the end of the world. But nah, Akademiks? They're all mum, even though Bro straight admitted he was wrong on stream. Joe didn't let that slide either. He saw the situation for what it was and didn't hesitate to give that spade its rightful name. So yeah, while Akademiks is out here stumbling over his own words, Joe Budden's the one with the backbone. Joe's the real one, and everyone else? Just a bunch of noise. We learned that Joe Budden actually has integrity, while Akademiks, well, not so much. Who would have thought? Joe didn't shy away from saying, yeah, Act was dead wrong, while the rest of these so-called media personalities are out here playing hopscotch around the truth, scared to lose a little Twitter clout. Also, turns out that if you're caught being creepy with a 15-year-old, maybe, just maybe, you should own up to it instead of doubling down and being strong in your wrongness. Wild concept, right? But here we are. We also learned that Joe doesn't need to throw in random hypotheticals to deflect from the real issue, while others are out here just looking for a way to change the subject as fast as possible. Classic move. And let's not forget, if this was anyone other than Akademiks, oh, the media would have been having a meltdown. But nope, with him, silence. Guess the moral of the story is, integrity over industry friendships. Unless you're Akademiks, then it's deny, deflect, and hope people forget. Bravo, DJ Akademiks, really setting a gold standard. That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out when a new video drops. It's totally free and makes a huge difference for the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.